MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Detroit Tigers. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Strike thrower, not afraid to go in and challenge hitters. He's kind of what a manager would like to have. You know what you're going to get with Matthew Boyd. He's not afraid to throw the fastball or his breaking stuff over the plate. Sneaky, really good pitcher.
Here's Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today.
Arizona, the center fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Marte.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Heading out towards shallow right. Chasing after it is Maben, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Eduardo Escobar standing in.
Third baseman, number 5.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here. After that two-run bomb, another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that two-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Escobar aboard here at first with nobody out. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. One and two, here it comes.
I got to count 2-2.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
Standing in now, Christian Walker, as he'll take a look at ball one. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. The 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That is it. The right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Cole Calhoun. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
0-1 count and the pitch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Madison Bumgarner will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
Cold strike at the letters. 0-1.
0-1.
And Maben comes up empty on that one, and it's 0-2 now.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Batting second, the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
At the plate now, Nico Goodrum, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Center field. After it is Marte. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Next up for Detroit, Miguel Cabrera. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the stretch, there he goes. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big, and plus this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch.
1-1.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with two away. And this one's too far inside, ball two.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And he comes back with one down and in for ball three.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and that misses, ball four. So it's first and second now with two out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Next for the Tigers, Jonathan Schoop. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bumgarner sets. Here's the delivery. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Bumgarner, affectionately known, of course, as Mad Bum. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
A high fastball is in there.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Big swing by Scope now, and a ball traveling well to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Now at the plate, Kristen Stewart. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
3 runs already home here. Fouled away. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But not before 3 cross the plate for the Tigers on the strength of this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-2 Detroit. Ready now, Nick Ahmed. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
High and away, not close. 3-0.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Carson Kelly. Here comes the first pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Off the plate, ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes, and he got him.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-1 home. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stewart has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 1-0.
Nope. 2 balls, no strike.
Two balls and a strike to count. Line towards center field. Jones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 3-2. Last half of the second set to go. So digging in now, Austin Romine.
Austin Romine.
First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Jones stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in this second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
2 out, nobody on. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Down in order go the Tigers, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
That's
2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
In there, 2-1. Now the pitch. Fastball well outside. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Up next for Arizona, David Peralta, a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch, in the air, down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the 1-0 to first. He's right there to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Nico Goodrum. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
One out, nobody on. Drilled to first, right to him. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back, first baseman, C.J. Cron.
So here's the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Bumgarner into his motion. Here's his offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jonathan Schoop would be next. The 3-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward the gap in left center. Peralta will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they still lead it 3-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway. So to the plate, the Diamondbacks designated hitter, Jake Lamb. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes the count. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Takes this the other way to right. Maben is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Carson.
Into the box, Carson Kelly looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score.
That's the ball.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
A high fastball is in there. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Three and 2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Diamondbacks down in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Here's Jonathan Scope now.
Leading up.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Marte. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Stepping in, Jeimer Candelario. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Hit well on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, number 14.
So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the fourth, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Left side. And that is through into left field, a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
So now to the plate, Austin Romine, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Bumgarner sets, 1-1 on its way. Popped him up. Kelly has a play. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Detroit. They're up 3-2.
Leading up for Arizona, the center fielder, number 2, Starling Marte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's Pitch outside.
The 1-1 is taken for strike two. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Now to the plate, Ketel Marte. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air to center field. Jones is there, 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Escobar. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Popped into the air, back behind second. Scope is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail 3-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jacoby Jones, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside. Outside.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
The 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Now the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time.
We got 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate, Cameron Maben. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Now the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Digging in, Nico Goodrum. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Bumgarner removed to first, and the runner will get back standing. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Pitch out, nothing doing. A runner on first with 2 away. In for strike 2. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Peralta. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, David Peralta. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Peralta.
Here's the pitch. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. hit to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
So striding forward now, Christian Walker. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the right side. Fielded cleanly. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now that
not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Coming to the plate now, Cole Calhoun. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 3-2. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the sixth. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Now here's the pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
To the plate now, Jeimer Candelario. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left, and it gives the Tigers a 4-2 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Now batting.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Bumgarner's ready. Here it comes on 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 home.
Ball, that pitch is out. Ball, that pitch out.
Austin Romine would be next. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Junior Guerra takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Arizona, number 41, Junior Guerra.
Austin Romine will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Fouled off. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Standing in, Jacoby Jones. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And another foul ball. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9 due up to start the 7th, and Detroit has taken a 4-2 lead. Striding forward now is the DH, Jake Lamb. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. One and one the count to Jake Lamb. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
One gone now in the Arizona 7th, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's outside.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1. 7th inning here at the ballpark, 4-2 our score. 3 balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a great location that time on the corner, 3-2 now. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Brian Garcia comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 33, Brian Garcia.
Into the box, Carson Kelly, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. The next 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Strike taken up in the zone. 2 out with the man at first. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Arizona, still down by a count of 4-2. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cameron Maybin. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Guerra, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ground ball right side. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Now the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A runner at first with no outs here. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. All even now, 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and he fouls this one off. Just hung in there on that one. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Tigers 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. Leading off the inning, Ketel Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Ketel Marte.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these 2 performances stack up against one another. Buck Farmer gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 45, Buck Farmer.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Into the box now, David Peralta, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses. Christian Walker, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Tim LeCastro will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at incomplete. Now running at first for the D-backs.
Into the box now, Christian
Number
Walker.
16.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Maben is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cole.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Number 65, Gregory Soto.
Digging in now, Cole Calhoun. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They trail it here 4-2. Tim LeCastro will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 15.
Yohan Lopez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another chance? C.J. Cron. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Had to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0 home. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because Once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First delivery to him on the way. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Escobar brings it in, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Joe Jimenez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 77, Joe Jimenez.
Digging in, Jake Lamb. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Nope.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Down 1-1.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
In now, Nick Ahmed. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
Fouled off. No one out with a runner at second. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Now the 2-1 is taken high above the zone. Carson Kelly, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. The next 3-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Another one sent foul. Another payoff pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Maben moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Carson Kelly.
Standing in as the potential tying run, Carson Kelly. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's set. Here it comes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. from the belt, the pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 is strike two, swinging.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
The 2-2. Grounded to short. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
The center fielder, number 2, Starling Marte.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Maven is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
4-2 the final score today. The Tigers posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Matthew Boyd pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.